find out from Wendell what's holding up the Nettleson contract. I thought we had a deal. Morning.
You're early.
Somebody told me there are 25 hours in a day if you can figure it out. How are you feeling?
Like the whale.
Yeah, I remember. Vaguely. I'll get back to you tomorrow, Richard, but I really don't think sleeping on it is going to turn the tide here. No, I can't live with that number. Yes. Ciao.
Hi, you've reached James and Donald. You can leave a message for either one of us. We have no secrets from each other. Well, one or two, maybe. Here comes the beep.
James, it's me. Do you recognize my voice? Does it ring a bell? It should, hun. This is the third time you've heard it in the past 2 weeks. The problem is, I haven't heard yours. What's going on? You know how bonkers it makes me when my calls aren't returned. I hope you're not still ticked off about that ridiculous quarrel. I don't even remember what it was about. Bygones, kiddo, okay? If you don't return this call, I'm probably going to start worrying. Have a heart. It's, Monday the 23rd and counting.
So do I. I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
Hello.
It's me.
Well, at last. What is it? Are you still mad at me or what?
Can we get together?
Are you still mad? You sound mad.
No, Mother, I'm not mad. I don't remember what it was about either.
Good. I forgive you for all the rotten things you said, whatever they were.
Can we get together?
Say when? Lunch?
How about now?
Now? You mean tonight?
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty late.
Yeah, I know what time it is, Mother.
James, you don't sound good. Are you all right?
Would it be all right if I came by?
Absolutely.
Sorry about the hour.
It was silly. Should I ask or should I wait?
Donald has AIDS. He's gonna die soon, so it would mean a great deal to me if you don't get hysterical.
How long have you known?
He tested positive 2 years ago.
And you're telling me now?
I had to hospitalize him this morning. The KS has become very severe.
The what?
Kaposi sarcoma, it's a kind of cancer. He wanted to be at home, but I couldn't. It'll be better for him in the hospital.
He hasn't even looked ill lately. I mean,
Lately, you haven't seen him in at least 6 months, and maybe, what, 2 or 3 times in the year before that, at most? It's gonna be very fast for him now. A week, maybe 2.
Is it all right to visit him?
If you like.
For God's sake, of course I'd like. Why do you say something like that? That's terrible.
Let's be friends, all right? It's a good time to be friends.
I don't know what kind of flowers he likes. I got roses. Roses are usually safe. And candy. Does he like candy?
He has a tremendous sweet tooth. I've sometimes had to be very stern with him about that.
Dr. Pope, please call the cat lab. Dr. Jerome Pope, call the cat lab. Oh, I haven't had to deal with this since your father.
What? With what?
Dying.
Donald and I have been to 14 funerals in the past 18 months. Look who's here.
Everybody comes to Rick's.
Hi, Donald.
The long one has to be flowers.
He's so quick.
Ooh, this is candy. It's our secret.
The secret is out and it's not on the menu.
See, things are already taking an ugly turn. I'm dying for a cigarette.
Have one.
He gave it up.
Me too, 3 months ago.
It's hell, isn't it?
Oh, I can't be held responsible for my actions.
I gave up smoking for my health. The insurance company should come up with a whole new concept. Irony insurance. I tell you, there's a fortune to be made. Remember when we smoked?
Does he have any family?
His mother. His father's been lost in the mist of time.
I assume she knew before I did.
Knew what?
About Donald, what's happening.
Donald and his mother haven't spoken for years.
Why not?
Her response to his sexual orientation was less than enlightened.
I gather you're understating it.
Considerably.
Well, she should be told about Donald, what's happening.
Mother, try to stop saying that, would you? About Donald, what's happening? Donald has AIDS. He's dying. May we please stop tap dancing, finally?
What's going on? Why are you so angry? What tap dancing?
Sorry. I'm a little stressed. I haven't slept in days. If I have a sudden compulsion to kick off my tap shoes, I shouldn't hit you in the head with them, should I?
I'm not following this, James.
You were wondering about his mother.
I gather we're changing the subject, not very subtly.
May we, please?
I think his mother should know, whether they're on speaking terms or not. He's her son. Where does she live?
Arkansas. Donald was born there.
Are you going to get in touch with her?
No.
Well, what about Donald? Doesn't he want her to know?
I'm not sure.
Well, ask him.
I did. We discussed it at length. We even went so far as to locate her. She's in the book. A place called Fayetteville.
And?
He'd rather not tell her than risk her not caring.
Dr. Shadle, please call the page operator.
Why didn't I know all that?
Well, what?
About Donald and his mother and where he's from and what happened between them. All that.
We know what we want to know. I'll be in touch.
Dr. Escobar, admitting desk, please.
Look, they said they wanted it shipped for next week, and I told them that we can't
Mr. Burns' office.
Oh, Audrey Grant, is he in?
They're promising a 14% return. If you believe that, they'll tell us another one just as hysterical. What we need... Hello? Oh. Hi.
I need a friend.
You need a husband. I'm still available, but it's only fair to tell you I'm considering other offers.
I need a friend.
Let's see if we can find you one. Right.
Then he drops this bit about we know what we want to know and leaves me dangling with that. Well, what's that supposed to mean? I mean, I know what it's supposed to mean, more or less, but what does it have to do with me?
Why do you still have that? You have a pack of butts tucked away in your bag, too?
James used to teeth on that when he was a baby. See, there are his teeth marks.
If you don't mind, I'm not going to get sentimental about something that was lighting the way to your grave.
Yeah.
Hello?
When the heavy breathing starts, you're canceled. You got 3 seconds.
Hello, am I speaking to Mrs. Barnes? Luanne Barnes?
That's who you're speaking to. Who's speaking to me?
I wonder if I've given you the wrong impression tonight. I hope you don't think this is the first time I've ever thought about it. I mean, what's happened to Donald? How could I not think about it? For years now, ever since we all first heard about it, I wanted to say something to James. But I never did. I couldn't. I was too scared to get the words out.
Is that why you're not telling me about James?
Telling you what?
Is he all right, Audrey? Or does he have it, too?
Well, of course he's all right. I'm sure he is. He must be.
You don't know.
Harry, if he wasn't all right, he would have told me, wouldn't he? Yes, he would have.
You didn't ask.
Hung up? Why did you hang up?
Because I realized the instant I heard a voice there'd be no point in it. When I told her who I was and why I was calling. This is a woman for whom homosexuality is an offense against God, man, and nature.
Well, write her a letter. Send her a wire. She should be told. Let her make up her own mind what she wants to do about it. It would be hurtful for Donald if she doesn't come, but I think it's a chance you have to take.
Well, I'm not telling Donald. If she comes, he'll know. If she doesn't come, he won't know I asked her, and he won't be hurt. I don't want him to be hurt.
I hadn't thought of that. So, how are you going to do it?
I, thought of a way. Hear me out.
Why wouldn't I?
You could do it.
You want me to phone her? No problem.
No.
You don't want me to phone her?
No.
I give up.
You could go there and speak to her face to face and bring her back. I know how this sounds from first hearing. You don't have to say anything now. I'd rather you didn't. I'd rather you thought about it. But not for too long, that's all.
I think I have this right. You want me to go to, where do you say she lives?
Arkansas.
Arkansas. And I go up and I knock on this door and a perfect stranger answers it and I presume I introduce myself and then what?
You tell her that her son is gonna die, and does she want to see him before he does?
Oh, James, I think there must be a better way.
Well, tell me what it is.
You know I don't even know what Arkansas is.
We'll locate Arkansas. I know it's there.
Oh, smart ass isn't going to win my heart, James.
She lives near Little Rock. You'd probably have to stay overnight, but she'd be there and back in less than 24 hours max.
With or without her.
Well, even if it's without her, it wouldn't have been a wasted trip, Mother. Do you understand what I mean? Okay, well, you don't have to decide now. Just sleep on it. Would you at least do that? I think I was about 10 years old the last time I asked you for a favor. If you do this for me, it'll be 20 more before I ask you for another, I promise. This is her name and address and telephone number and the name of a hotel in Fayetteville. If she'd listened to anyone, she might listen to you, the mother of a homosexual son. Do you understand what I mean?
Will you please stop asking me if I understand? Yes, I understand. There's one thing I don't understand, though. I was talking to Harry last night.
Was that on again?
No. He said he knows me a lot and you a little bit, but you and me together, he doesn't know at all. I'm beginning to wonder if I know you and me together.
Are you?
Seems to me like something's getting very complicated all of a sudden.
We're not getting, it always was.
What do you mean?
And more so since Donald. Since Donald and I have been together. I think there was a certain degree of composure in it for you when I was a carefree bachelor. A dashing, unattached young man about town. But enter Donald Barnes to share my home and hearth. Well, that made things a little bit awkward. What could you do but distance yourself from so perversely domestic an arrangement? Distance yourself from the fact that was Donald, which was to distance yourself from me. And what could I do but respond in kind? Audrey says take 3 giant steps backward, and I did.
How did I do that? I really don't understand this, James.
Well, by almost never asking when we spoke, how is Donald? By forgetting 2 of the 3 birthdays he's had since we've been together. By on more occasions than I can recall inviting me out to dinner. Me, not Donald. By never... Well, we need spiked boots, Mother, you and I, to get over what's been swept under the rug since I was 18 years old. Mountains, Mother.
Would you explain that to me?
This isn't the time for it.
Why not?
Because this is the time for Donald. And there isn't much of it.
How much is there for you?
Sorry?
I should have asked you the other night. I don't know why I didn't. Do you have it too?
I don't know. I haven't been tested. I don't want to discuss it.
James.
I don't want to discuss it. Do you? Can you?
Sally,
Yo.
see what the schedule of flights is to Little Rock tomorrow, would you, hon?
Little Rock?
Arkansas.
You're going to Arkansas? What's in Arkansas?
On our way now. What did you say your name was?
Charlie. You all settled in?
Yes.
How's your accommodations?
Great. That's where we're going. Do you know where it is?
You bet.
Is it far?
30, 40 minutes. Your first time in Fayetteville, ma'am?
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's hope it won't be your last. Want me to wait here for you, ma'am, or should I drive on in?
What's this?
Ma'am,
What is this?
well, this here's the address you gave me.
This is it? Well, this is a trailer park.
Yes, ma'am.
But it says Unit 16. I assumed it was a condo.
No, ma'am, at Unit 16, that'd be one of the homettes.
Homettes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's find it. Limo was a mistake, Audrey.
Ma'am?
Stop and ask directions, would you?
Where's 16?
Take a right, first one. Who you got in there, Ray Charles?
Don't you wish?
Keep back.
You know this then? Who is she? Sure is a pretty lady.
Excuse me.
Fred, come take a look at this.
Hey, Bob, that's a friend of yours, ain't it? You bet. Since I come into my fortune.
Mrs. Barnes? My name is Audrey Grant.
Yeah?
I wonder if I could have a word with you.
What's going on? You sure got the right party here?
Yes. Could I come in?
Hey, Lou, what'd you do? Win a contest or something?
That'll be the day.
Don't forget that 20 you owe me, Lou.
May I come in, please?
It's either that or start selling tickets. What the hell's going on here?
May I sit down? I need to sit down.
Yeah. Pull up a sofa. What'd you say your name was?
Audrey Grant.
Yeah?
I'm from San Diego, California.
I know where San Diego is.
Yes, well, I came to talk to you about... I'm here about your son.
What son?
Donald, your son. I came to talk
Who
to
the
you.
hell are you anyhow? That's your name. I got your name. Who are you?
I'm a friend of Donald's.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, through my son. Donald is a very close friend of my son's.
Uh-huh.
He's extremely ill, Mrs. Barnes.
Your son sick?
No, not my son.
What are you hollering about?
I'm hollering because I don't know what the hell I'm doing here. That's why I'm hollering.
Well, if you don't know, lady, I sure don't.
Look, it's your son who's very ill, Mrs. Barnes. He hasn't long to live. I'm sorry, there's no easier way to say it.
He's 28 years old. What's the matter with him?
He has a very serious illness.
Those are generally the kind you die from, the serious ones.
He has AIDS.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I figured.
You figured?
Oh, he's 28 years old and he's one of them. What else could it be? I mean, I watch TV. 2 and 2's been coming out 4 for a long time now. Want a drink?
I'd kill for one.
You can get one easier than that.
A little water, no ice.
It's God's will, you know, this thing they get. You do know that, don't you?
I know some people believe that.
You're not one of them, huh? Now, you didn't come all this way just to tell me Donnie's gonna die, did you?
I came to ask you if you would come back with me and see him. It would mean the world to him.
A phone call would have been a lot cheaper.
Well, we decided this would be the best way.
We? You and Donnie?
Donald knows nothing about this. It was my son's idea. Donald is a very close friend of James, my son. I just wanted to help.
Yeah, you said that. Very close friend. How close? They only have one kind of very close friend.
Look, it doesn't matter what kind of close.
Your son's one of them, too?
Oh, my son has nothing to do with it.
Wait, I get the picture here, yeah. Yeah, your son, my son, yeah, I bet they're real close. What's all this beating around the bush?
I don't normally beat around bushes.
You sure come a long way to go a long way back for nothing.
Couldn't you at least think about it?
I got nothing to think about.
Oh, for the love of God, he's your child. He's dying. What does it matter what he's dying
The only
of?
problem I have is what I'm going to tell these people here about you. You and your big car. You and your big box clothes.
Oh, look, I'm sorry about that. It was a mistake.
Nobody here knows I got a son who's one of them. I wouldn't be able to show my face.
He's gonna die, you stupid bitch!
Well, if he wasn't what he is, he wouldn't be gonna die, now would he? Would he? I hate it when he is. It turns my stomach. You hear me?
Get me out of here. Just get me out of here quick.
How's it going? I don't know.
By the by, how did Mom cope? Your mother, Audrey, how did she survive her face-to-face confront with the Grim Reaper the other day?
She saw right through your flimsy tissue of wit. Admired it immensely.
I thought she met the moment really well for her. She seemed quite fearless.
Jen.
What? No mercy even now?
See you later, Donald.
Your hair is like a field of silver daisies. You like to run barefoot through your hair.
Boy.
They don't write movies like that anymore. Mother for mother, I'd say mine has the better bargain of the two. One more hand, but only if I can cheat.
What better bargain?
I was spared all this dreck, the bliss of ignorance and all that.
How can you be so certain she'd want to be?
James, don't be a dunce. Who wouldn't want to be? Would you choose this if you had a choice with Audrey? I'm sorry. It's becoming time for another controlled substance. Something by way of a mood elevator wouldn't be amiss.
Here. You want me to get the nurse?
No, I'll be brave if you will. Here. What are you gonna be?
What?
I'm not brave. Wrong word, of course. Sensible. When are you gonna be sensible?
I thought you promised not to bring that up again.
I lied. Please, James. It just isn't rational not to be tested.
So if I promise to do it, would you leave it alone?
Yeah. Could be negative, James.
Should we calculate the astronomical odds against that? Let's find the nearest computer.
Michael Roby died 2 years ago, and Peter is still testing negative.
Peter wants to know, Donald.
Yes, and if God forbid he does go positive, at least he'll have the earliest treatment possible, won't he? As I might have had when I was still in the denial mode of me. It can't happen to me.
It's my choice, Donald. Mine.
I think I'm gonna win. And I haven't started cheating yet.
I gave it my best, hon. Really, I did.
Mission impossible.
Oh, she's one of those it's God's curse people.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for trying, Mother. I mean that.
You're welcome. I hate her guts.
It's a new chapter for your memoirs. Come home.
You know what's going to happen, don't you? On the plane tomorrow, I'll think of exactly the magic words I could have used that would have had her with me.
No, you won't. There aren't any.
Come on, Lou, give us a break. Who was she?
None of your business.
It's all gonna come out sooner or later. I'm guessing some old rich uncle you didn't know you had bought the farm and left you a fortune.
Be real. Wish I'd been there. The way I heard it, we're talking lifestyles of the rich and disgusting here.
Come on, Lou, spill it.
Okay. I won a contest, all right?
No kidding.
No kidding.
Well, now we're getting somewhere. What contest?
Mother of the Year.
Yes. Hello.
Hello.
Is he really gonna die?
I admire you a lot for this.
I'm not doing this to be admired.
I know that.
Not altogether sure why I'm doing it.
Well, maybe you'll find out.
I generally like to have the finding out part of things before. It leaves you with less of the why did I do it's after. Too many why did I do it's tend to get you down, you know what I mean?
How soon can you leave?
Well, got a boss to tell I won't be in for a couple of days, throw some stuff together. Aside from that, anytime, I guess.
Well, there's plenty of time. The plane doesn't leave until 6:30.
What plane?
To Little Rock. There's a short layover there to change planes for San Diego.
Change what planes?
Well, we have to fly from here to Little Rock on this little commuter airline.
You mean you didn't come direct?
From San Diego?
Yeah.
No. There are no direct flights from San Diego to Fayetteville. But it's a quick trip from here to Little Rock.
Well, yeah, I took a quick trip. One of their airplanes once. Lasted about half a minute.
What do you mean?
The propeller stopped turning.
What happened?
What happened is the plane crashed. The wings don't flap, you know.
My God, were you badly hurt?
Bumped my knee. 2 people killed, though. I'll be driving.
I beg your pardon?
To Little Rock. Meet you there.
Driving?
Yeah.
You won't fly.
On one of them little things? No way.
Do you know what the odds are against your ever being in an accident like that again if you live to be 200?
Odds ain't what it's about, lady. Being laid up in bed, scared, cross-eyed for about a week after is what it's about. Waking up in sweats 3 or 4 times a year to the present day, that's what it's about. I'm not flying in nothing that has less than 3 or 4 humongous jet motors. Get one of them to make a little detour to Fayetteville Airport? No problem.
I don't think I could arrange that.
Meet you in Little Rock.
Wait. How long is the drive to Little Rock?
About 4 hours. Plenty of time.
I'd really rather we went together.
Why, afraid I might change my mind?
Can you honestly tell me I don't have to be concerned about that? Look, I don't know you, you don't know me, but I do know how hard this is for you to do. And I know that part of you still doesn't want to do it.
You sure know a hell of a lot for somebody who don't know me, don't you?
Oh, for God's sake, how could I have sat with you yesterday in that trailer and listened to you and not know that? Maybe you could use some help to do what I think you most want to do. 4 hours could be an awfully long time to go without help.
I'm not flying to Little Rock. Case closed.
No, you're not. We're driving to Little Rock. Together.
It's a pretty drive. You might like it. Just tell me when you want me to pick you up.
Does this have air conditioning?
No, but it has windows that you roll down.
I have a suggestion. I can't guarantee anything, James. This is strictly one step at a time. She's a tough hombre. I feel like I'm walking on eggs. How's Donald?
Bit of an upswing this morning.
Is that good?
What goes up?
Well, okay. Look, as of this moment, we're on our way. We'll be in San Diego tonight. I almost had to drive with her in her car all the way to Little Rock. It looks like a discard from Rent-A-Wreck.
Not a pretty picture. I assume you made other arrangements.
Okay, we're out of here. Thank you. No, thanks.
Doesn't that ruin the air conditioning to put that down?
It's just while you're smoking. I used to do that. I don't want to get rehooked, which is a daily threat at best.
Is it going to be a problem?
No, go right ahead, no problem.
I've never been in a car like this before. Guess you figured that out. I'd really love to hear that radio if I could just find it.
A little steak and salt.
I'll have to find a place to stay when we get there.
It's all taken care of. Booked to a hotel room.
Hope it's in my budget.
Don't have to think about that. It's all taken care of.
I don't need it to be all taken care of.
Okay. How'd it go with your boss, getting some time off?
Fine. I was a bit shifty about how long. What kind of time are we talking about?
It's hard to say. Not long. A week. Maybe 2.
I haven't seen him in 11 years. He was 17 when I kicked him out.
Do you have any other children?
Yeah, got 2 daughters from my second marriage. One lives in Ohio, one's in Florida. We get together on the holidays. So, you're English, huh?
Yes.
Your son English too?
No, he was born here.
I never met anybody English. How about a pit stop? How'd you find out what your kid was? I found out by accident. How'd you find out?
He told me.
We asked him?
By the time he told me, I didn't have to ask.
Oh, we already figured it out, huh?
Uh-huh.
I found out by accident. Not that I wasn't already wondering. Long before. You got to be 15, 16, never any girls in the picture. Hell, you'd have to be a real dope not to start wondering.
James had a girlfriend in high school.
What do you mean? A real girlfriend?
Yeah.
Why, you know what I mean. I mean, they had relations?
Sure.
How do you know?
Well, for one thing, she spent the night with him in our house.
Well, maybe nothing happened.
Oh, it happened.
How do you know?
She was a screamer.
You know, I just can't figure out how a kid had jumped the fence after he had a taste of normal. I get the feeling that you got no problem about your kid being queer.
I didn't throw him out of his home.
You like what he is.
It's not a question of liking or not liking. It's a question of accepting what is. And I'd rather you didn't use that word, especially when we get there.
What word?
Queer.
Tell me something. If you had your pick between your boy being what he is and being normal, what would you pick?
Is he your friend?
Yeah.
He's my husband.
Sorry.
I got it too.
I'm here. Of course you are. Anything you want? I want to live to be 85. I'm thinking about New York. I'm so sorry about New York. Shut up. Cheated you on that planning for nothing.
I'll unplug you.
New York at Christmas, God. It's so fabulous. And we never done it. Could have done it together. There are 8 million stories in the naked city. That will not be one of them.
I don't know what I'm gonna say to him.
What?
Donnie, I just don't know what I'm gonna say to him. Don't worry about that. It's easy for you to say, honey.
Look, why don't you call me Audrey and I'll call you Luan? It's so much better than you calling me honey all the time and me calling you nothing.
You like this music?
I do, yes.
You like jazz by any chance?
I love jazz.
Me too. What do you say?
More music writer, and this is one of my favorites.
What did he do?
I'm sorry?
Donnie, for a living. What did he end up doing?
He's an architect.
No fooling.
He's designed some beautiful houses. He designed mine.
No fooling.
And he owns a small cinema. He's insane about old movies. He can quote entire scenes from memory. But that's just a sideline. He's an architect by profession.
Well, he was always drawn when he was a kid. Castles. He drew a lot of them.
Castles?
Yeah, a lot of them.
Have you ever been to California?
Been to Las Vegas. Your son don't have it, does he? The disease. Your son don't have it. He don't act like he's got it.
I don't know.
You don't know?
He doesn't know.
Well, how come? Don't they get a test or something?
He hasn't done that yet.
Well, how come? Seeing as how Donnie's got it.
It doesn't always happen that way. They don't all get it, you know?
I saw this thing on the news where a person can have it and not even know he's got it. Like it don't show up for a long time sometimes.
Let's think about Donald, okay? He's the one we should be thinking about.
This is the last call for Flight 427 to Detroit. All passengers holding tickets, please proceed to gate number...
I want to go home. We've been all through that.
I want to go home. Please. Home, James.
All right. I have something to tell you.
You know, it's real hard for me to believe that there's any mother wouldn't be bothered by her son being one of them. You're as easy about it as you let on.
I wanted to be a grandmother, all right? Apart from that, what people do in private is nobody's business. I could tell you some stories about straight couples that'd curl your hair.
Oh, my hair stopped curling a long time ago. I either heard it or I've been there. That's different.
Why is it different?
Just is, that's all.
You have to do better than that.
No, I don't.
We have to try.
We? Thought we was talking about me.
I don't believe I'm hearing this. Why didn't you tell me you were doing this, James?
If she'd refused, I didn't want you to know.
But why didn't she? Why is she coming?
To see you, of course. Why else?
What, last chance, Luanne? Grab it while you can and make it quick?
Yeah, if you like.
You're assuming good intentions.
We have to.
You have to. What if they go bad? You don't know what she's like, James, or was. Compared to my mother, yours has been a picnic at the beach. Did she change? What does Audrey say?
Evidently not.
I don't think I can handle this.
Tell me you really don't want to see her, and we'll put her on a plane back to Arkansas tomorrow morning. Can you tell me that?
Yes.
All right. It's worth the risk. I have no right to say that it's your risk, but I think it's worth the taking.
Mother of mercy, is this the end of Rico?
All right, it rings a faint bell, but you have me on that one.
Edward G. Robinson, Little Caesar. Supine on a dark, ugly street. Riddled with the bullets of implacable justice. gasping his last desperate plea to his spiritual mother. Of course he dies.
That was a movie.
James. Life is a movie.
How was the trip?
Oh, flying used to be fun.
Hotel the first stop.
Nope, we're not going to the hotel. We're going right to the house.
You bet.
You can stay with me, okay?
Look, honey, Audrey, if I change my mind, I can check out of your house as quick as I could a hotel. All quicker. Thanks.
You're welcome. How are you doing?
Good. Fine.
Is there anything else you need in your room?
Oh, I couldn't think of anything else if I tried. Look, I don't want to come across here like a redneck hillbilly or nothing, but I feel like I'm a dynasty. I mean, that's the way I feel. I mean, why shouldn't I say it?
I know what you mean. You know, I wasn't born choking on a silver spoon.
Sort of looked like you were.
My father was a bank teller.
No kidding. Mom was a painter. Houses, not the other kind. I got a friend, a guy. Says the trouble with this country is everybody wants to be in dynasty, and it isn't near big enough, so there's a lot of angry people running around. Could I trouble you for a drink?
Oh, I'll join you.
So, Donnie made this house, huh? I mean, he drew it up?
Yes, that's how he and James met. Through me, the house.
You know what just come to me before? You're the only other person I ever met like me.
Like you?
Yeah. The only other mother that's got a son like I got.
You've known that since yesterday.
I wasn't thinking about it that way. Not the way it just come to me now. There's a lot of different ways to think about things, you know.
It's true.
I guess I'm not the first person for you, though. I mean, the way you live, the kind of people you know.
I know one other mother with a homosexual son.
So you had somebody to talk to.
The subject never really came up.
How could it never come up?
Well, she brought it up once, but I didn't see any point in pursuing it.
How come?
There wasn't any point, that's all. I didn't care to discuss it. What's the difference?
It would have made a big difference to me. I never said word one to a living soul about it before now.
Well, I like to think it's been of some help.
What has?
Saying something about it to a living soul.
That what it's been to you? Help?
Me?
I get the idea that you're not too talky about it either. Is that right?
Well, not for the same reason you haven't been. I don't need any help.
Oh, well, that's right. You're better than me. Keep forgetting.
I never implied any such thing. But I don't call my son... I don't call him ugly names.
Words never passed your pretty lips, huh?
Never.
Not even before you knew what your son was?
Oh, come on. Everybody uses ignorant words when they're young and don't know any better. But some of us grow up and know better.
And some of us grow up and stay ignorant, right?
I'm not trying to insult you. Stop putting words into my mouth.
Maybe there's some already in it, lady.
You just cannot believe that I am not like you. You want me to be like you. Well, I'm not.
Like me? What do you mean, like me? I got a son dying from what he is, and so could yours. I just wanted Donnie to be normal. I would have had a son all these years. That's all I wanted.
You had a son all these years.
One I could love.
You could have loved him anyway.
Like you loved yours, huh?
Yes.
Anyway? You mean in spite of what he is? That how you loved yours?
Oh, stop!
Oh, come on. Get the hell out of here.
Why don't we just say goodnight and go to bed and get some sleep? Let's face it, we're both wrung out. It's been a long week today.
Ain't been my usual Thursday.
Mine either, honey.
Testing, testing. Mary had a little lamb.
Sally, call Nettleson. Tell him not to finalize the deal yet. It still doesn't sit right with me. Call Philip to check on the Centrex stock. It's making me nervous. If you can't reach him...
Testing, testing. Mary had a little lamb.
Audrey, this is me, Luan. This is stupid. I can't do it.
It's one of the stupidest things I ever done in my life. And I've done some stupid things. I don't know what ever come into my mind to think I can do it. After all this time. What would I say to him? After all this time.
Final call for Flight 91 to Little Rock, boarding at gate number 2.
I know no one will think too highly of me for chickening out at the last minute. But no one else is in my shoes, so I can't help that. I'll pay you back for the expenses you went to. Might take a while. At least I'm paying my own way back. But I would have done that anyhow. I'm sorry you went to so much trouble for nothing. I don't blame you if you're really ticked off. You really went to a lot of trouble. You're really a good person. But I wish I'd never laid eyes on you, if you know what I mean. I hope your son's gonna be okay, health-wise. Well, I guess that's all. I gotta do some shopping. My clothes are flying to Little Rock. Okay. That. Or that.
X-ray technician on call. Please call the emergency room.
Hi.
X-ray technician, call the emergency room.
Luanne, this is my son, James. James, Luanne Barnes. Hi.
Hello. Thank you for coming. Would you care for some coffee or anything? We could go to the cafeteria.
I'm okay. We had breakfast. You?
I'm fine. Why don't we go on up then?
You awake? The plane crashed. There were no survivors. I'm terribly sorry about Audrey.
She's here.
Can we discuss this for a few weeks?
It's gonna be all right.
Don't leave.
Do you want to think about that for a minute?
What's wrong with this picture?
How you been, Donnie? I guess that's starting out stupid.
I've been fine prior to this current nuisance. I like your outfit. Très chic, Ma.
You kidding? It's Audrey's. It's a long story. Not that I don't have some nice things myself. But, it's too tight, though. Gotta do some shopping.
Would you like to sit down? Or do you have to run? I'm kidding.
Been a while.
You haven't changed a bit. You're looking very well.
Yeah, well, don't let the hair fool you. It comes off.
It's very becoming.
Got no accent anymore.
No.
Well, maybe a little smidgen here and there. You can hardly hear it. Here you got real successful.
Yes, I've done pretty well. Would you care for chocolate?
No, thanks. From drawn, more or less?
I'm sorry.
I mean, you got successful just from drawn?
More or less.
You was always drawn as a kid. Some kids drawn come to nothing, but you was always real good at it.
You taped them on the fridge.
Can I smoke in here?
He wants to go home.
I thought the two of you agreed.
He's reneged.
Are you gonna let him?
Yeah,
Is that a good idea?
it is for him. In his place, I'd want to be allowed to do what I wanted to do.
I have to ask you something. Why haven't you been tested?
I don't want to be.
Is that wise?
Wisdom beyond my years, I like to think.
James?
If I don't have it, it doesn't matter. If I do, I said to you a few days ago, we know what we want to know.
That was about me.
This is about me.
Did they tell you were in no danger? James and Audrey?
About what?
Me. This.
Yeah, they told me.
It's true, you know. Really. You could have a chocolate.
This ain't easy for me, you know. I just want to be upfront about it.
Thank you for coming.
Mean it?
Mean it.
I wasn't sure. All I've been thinking about since yesterday is if I wanted to come. Until this morning, I started wondering what your position was on the situation.
That's my position.
I'm sorry what happened to you, Donnie.
They said soonest mended.
But you brought it on yourself, didn't you? Didn't you? I'm sorry. Didn't mean to shout. Just come out.
Calm's restored. These are such trying times.
Is someone smoking in here?
To whose health will it be hazardous? How do you like Audrey?
Boy, she's something else, isn't she? You know, she's got me staying at her house. Do you know that?
That's very nice.
You know, she said that, what do you say? You designed it? It's real nice. Real nice. You know what I'd love to do? I would really love to take a swim in her swimming pool. Doesn't anybody ever swim in them pools? You know, in the movies, nobody ever swims in them. They're just there.
Take the plunge, Ma.
There's something I want to show you. Remember this? Remember when you drew that up? He was about, I don't know, 8 or 9. And you said you was gonna build that for me someday. For us. A magic castle. And we'd live in it together, you and me. And it'd be full of magic. Your son's real good looking.
Yes, isn't he?
Could have really been something with the ladies, couldn't he? His father must have been real handsome. Oh, I mean, I didn't mean it that way. I mean, you're a very good-looking woman.
His father was a real looker.
You got a boyfriend?
No.
Me neither, lately. It's a bitch, ain't it?
How did it go with Donald?
I hardly recognized him. He never was too hardy built-wise. Took more after me than his old man. And Freddie was a real big fella. Of course, he didn't believe that he was his old man.
Donald didn't?
No, Freddie. Didn't believe Donnie was his son. Said there was no way that any son of his could be one of them.
That's insane.
Yeah. Well, even I knew that was a bit far-fetched. Still in all, I sure didn't like having to take a rap like that on account of Donnie. There's one thing nobody can say about me is I fooled around. I take them as they come, but I take them one at a time.
You didn't take a rap on account of Donnie. You took it on account of your husband.
Either way.
No, it isn't either way. Don't you understand the difference?
I sure do tend to get you all stressed out, don't I?
Just tell me what you want to do.
Regards to what?
Are you going to go right back to Arkansas, or are you going to stay?
How did she seem after?
I'd suspect a quickened pulse. Touch a cardiac tremor, maybe, but she seemed steady on her feet. She didn't rush to the ladies for a quick upchuck.
She wouldn't touch me, you know.
Of course.
Will she stay, do you think? Do you know?
I don't know yet. Do you want her to? Sorry.
The prices are very reasonable. They have sales all the time.
I don't need a whole lot.
I have to go to the office. I'll see you back at the house around 6.
He's really gonna die, isn't he?
Pretty outfit.
Yeah, real California. It'll knock them over back in Fayetteville.
What will you tell them when you get back, your friends?
About what?
Where you've been, why?
I ain't got to that yet.
Maybe you'll tell them the truth.
I ain't got to that yet, okay? What's the difference to you what I tell them?
Yeah. I think I owe you something.
What would that be?
A few days ago, when I was first told Donald was ill, I didn't really know much about him. Well, I've known him for 4 years, but I didn't know anything about him that really mattered. I didn't know about you. I didn't know you even existed. I didn't know where he was from. Truth is, if the person my son has been living with for the past 4 years had breasts, I'd have known her entire life history in about 1 hour, because I'd have wanted to know it.
Yeah, well, I kind of figured you were coming from a couple different directions.
That's what I owe you. You know how you're always calling Donald one of them? There's something that bugged me about it every time, and I couldn't quite put my finger on it. Then I realized what it is. Those are the words that have caused so much pain and fear for so many, in so many ways, always. One of them. Those are the words that all the other words are about, ugly words. Your son isn't one of them. My son isn't one of them. Our sons are 2 of us. It's been an interesting couple of days. I almost started smoking again.
Well, it's a wonder you didn't resort to controlled substances. Luan and you, the mind can't quite grasp it.
She's a smart lady, in a rather irritating way.
Why irritating?
She doesn't know she's smart. Smarter than me.
Oh, but you know you're smart.
Behind a desk with a computer.
Where not?
She's terrible about Donald. There were times I could have strangled him.
The Luanne Barnes in our midst are best not taken seriously. Unless, of course, one encounters them in a lonely place coming at you with a baseball bat.
Boy, she's nothing like that bad. Give her a break.
I gather you are.
She's right up front. What you see is what you get. And I'd rather get what I see anytime, wouldn't you? It beats deceit. It beats lying. It beats tap dancing.
Hands down.
What would you think if I told you I was devastated when I first realized you were gay?
I think you might be turning in your tap shoes for a sturdier style in footwear.
I never have really been able to get it together since. That's what you meant the other day, the mountains under the rug. The woman of the world, taking it all in stride and falling flat on my face when no one was looking.
Sometimes when they were.
It showed, huh?
Now and again, here and there.
That's very embarrassing.
No, you did the best you could with what you had to do it with. Centuries of rules and revulsions.
You must have hated me.
Never hated it. I did understand, after all. How could I not have heard the word you never spoke?
What word?
Disappointment.
Okay, I was disappointed. There, it spoke.
Good.
It was a long time before I stopped hoping you'd see the true light and marry the girl of my dreams and give me babies to lavish things on and call me grandma.
Yeah.
Oh, you made me so furious.
How?
By making me feel guilty about hoping that.
But you have to stop feeling guilty.
I know. I've begun to. I think I've begun to. James, if you knew I wasn't being honest, why didn't you say something?
It's sometimes so unwise to tell people what they don't want to know.
Can I give it another try?
If at first.
When can I start?
Stop pushing.
I want you to be tested.
Why?
Because the sooner I know, you know. We know. Can I say we?
Let's try it.
The sooner we know, the sooner we'll know how much time we have to try again.
If I test positive, could you cope?
Let's try.
I'm so afraid.
I know. I know. I know.
I might need you.
Oh, God, I hope so.
No last-minute changes of heart. Service. Keep it simple. Nothing grand.
At least that sin is mended.
Give her a mention, James. My mom. And you know what? Let him be. Survived by his mother, Luanne Barnes. I've fed Phil Hawkins.
So did you manage a hot chocolate?
Hold to marshmallow.
Figured out how you're gonna spend your money yet? Well, for one thing, I think I'll buy an interest in Han. For another, you might take a little ocean voyage. Well, good luck. I don't.
You got somebody to see to him?
A nurse will be coming in twice a day. There's a doctor on call.
I think it's a real nice idea. Being here, home. He was born at home, you know. Wasn't supposed to be. He was supposed to be born in a hospital. But he ended up being born at home. It's a long story. These are real pretty cups. Real California.
Didn't I give you those?
Yeah, I think you did. There are only 4 left.
Butterfingers.
Listen, there's something I want to, maybe you think I'm coming down with a severe case of ridiculous here, but, I mean, you don't have to decide now. You can take some time, think it over. Unless you don't have to think it over, and then I'll understand that. It'll be perfectly okay. Just forget I asked. Okay. I'm just gonna lay it right on the table. I'd like it if I could take him back with me.
Well, I'm sorry, but I really don't have to think about that. Taking him out of here now is out of the question.
Well, not now. After. Oh, no, forget about it. Oh, I'm way out of line here. Just forget I asked. You awake? It's me. I got you some cocoa. How are you doing?
Top of the world, Ma.
You know what I was just telling him now? I was telling him how he was born at home. You probably forgot that story, huh? Yeah. Me tripping at the top of the cellar stairs and busting my leg and screaming for about an hour. You was halfway here, but by the time Miss Zarda from next door come running down the stairs, you probably forgot all about that story, huh? You didn't? Well, there's something I'm going to tell you that I didn't tell them, okay? I'm sure as hell never told you. I knew when you was conceived. Some women know that sometimes. I don't know how. I don't think anybody knows how, but it just happens. You can't explain it. You just know. It was in the morning. And after a couple minutes, I just knew. It was this beautiful morning with no tomorrow in it. It was like there'd never be a tomorrow. Life would always just be right then. It was a waste, wasn't it, all those years? Couldn't help it, Johnny.
I know.
Trouble is, we generally don't know waste when it's happening. Sometimes when it's happening, but the worst kind, we don't know till after.
Flight number 32.
They say it's on time.
The wonders never.
Now, you don't have to wait.
No, it's no problem.
Flight number 29 to Little Rock will now begin boarding at gate number 2.
So, I'll see y'all next week.
Thursday.
It'll be a real simple thing. Just a couple of my friends and you. Nothing like what you had yesterday. It was a real nice service. He sure had a lot of friends, didn't he? Well, thanks.
What's this?
Something she wanted you to have.